Hello everyone! More than likely, I'm not in class today, so we made this lovely video for you to enjoy. Our section is called Governing the Great City, and one of its most important parts is the political machine. So what exactly are political machines? In a simple definition, a political machine is an organized group of people that offers services and other benefits to voters in exchange for political and financial support. These machines became popular and powerful in the late 1800s, when immigration to the United States increased. Immigrants mostly lived in the big cities, and cities were not only expanding because of the immigrants, but also from bankrupt farmers and African Americans moving north. Problems such as crime, bad sanitation, poverty, and transportation issues were dramatically increased by this influx of all these new residents, so political machines were formed to solve these problems. Immigrants never had much political influence, but political machines offered them help in exchange for their votes and unwavering support, which many readily offered. The politicians running these machines knew the hardships that these immigrants faced, so by offering them help in exchange for their votes, they created a huge political clout. They essentially became party organizations that acted as social service agencies. Political machines had their own complex structure. At the top of the pyramid is the city boss, the leader of the machine who has considerable influence over the city. Next are the ward bosses, who supervise and secure votes in their assigned section of the city. Next are the precinct captains, who are assigned a neighborhood in the city and organize the precinct workers, the final part of the pyramid. Their job was to work directly with the immigrants and the poor to see what was needed to keep them happy in order to ensure votes. So political machines seem like pretty organized structures that offer support to immigrants and others in poverty. Not bad, right? Unfortunately, as the power of these machines grew, so did their corruption. The city boss had enough power to put in office the candidates that he wanted, to create licenses for illegal businesses, and to control the city's police force. City bosses also used patronage to reward those who supported the political machines with jobs. The greed of political machines also grew at an alarming rate. Bosses began to use a method known as graft to gain more money. Graft is when a politician uses his authority for political gain. For example, if a worker was hired to build something for a city, then a city boss would have him charge the city for more than his work was actually worth. The boss would then take this extra money for himself. The middle class especially denounced the corruption of political machines and criticized the immigrants for supporting them. They wanted to replace the patronage system with civil service, in which the government jobs go to the most qualified people, and this reform began during Rutherford B. Hayes' presidency. There was a lot of corruption surrounding political machines, but they still provided many benefits for cities and their residents. Immigrants were able to rely on them for jobs, emergency aid, and public services. The machines created public work projects, such as building public parks, paving streets, providing better transportation and sanitation, and overall improving the standards of living. A potential cholera outbreak was even stopped by the organized actions of a political machine in New York City. As you learned, there are both positive and negative aspects to political machines. And as you will learn, different people and cities responded to these machines in different ways. And if you're really interested in political machines now, there's actually a video game I found called The Political Machine, where you create your own presidential candidate and organize his or her campaign. To conclude, political machines rose in power because of the increased levels of immigration to the United States. And while they offered many benefits such as jobs and improved standards of living, there was still great corruption surrounding them.